Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. At Blizzcon last night there was a What's Next panel about Warcraft Rumble, and I have to say there's so much stuff coming to Warcraft Rumble. The roadmap for Warcraft Rumble looks pretty impressive. This game, Blizzard is definitely putting a lot of resources into this game, and yeah, let's take a look at what's coming next for Warcraft Rumble. First of all, the team plans to add a new mini each season. The Season 1 mini is already available, it's Sylvanas as an undead leader, and they also have plans already for the next 3 seasons. Each season is 6 weeks long, so that's going to be quite a few months ahead. So on Season 2, we're probably going to get the Chimera, a beast troop, a flying beast troop that's non-squad based. On Season 3, a new leader for Blackrock, which would be Torisan Emperor of the Dark Iron Dwarves, and for Season 4, Fairy Dragon, a troop that's resistant to elemental damage. So the roster in the game is going to be slowly increasing. However, much of the time at the panel was spent discussing the upcoming raids and the first raid, which is going to be Molten Core, the first manual raid in World of Warcraft as well. They talked about how the vision for Rumble has been constantly that it would be a co-op game, and raids would be the first step into making Rumble a co-op game, so there could be other co-op things coming in the future alongside, for example, into PvP. Raids are going to be 2-player guild content. Yeah, you have to be in the same guild as the person that you're raiding with. And the Molten Core is currently planned to start at level 26, with difficulty increasing in each wing. There's going to be 3 wings, and there's going to be a final boss, so overall 7 bosses, and that would mean that there would be 2 bosses at 26, 2 at 27, 2 at 28, and that would make Ragnar's a level 29 boss. So that's probably the biggest gripe I have about raids, because starting raids at level 26 means that you have to either invest a ton, either money or time. And it's going to take a long time for players to get to those level 26, 27, level 29. That's a huge mountain to climb with the progression system currently in the game. Or of course you can just pay a ton of money to get through that, so we'll see. I mean, currently my team cannot even start raiding. Yikes, I think I have to get to grinding or something. Anyway, more about raids. You need 1 leader for each boss, because the leader is going to be locked into that boss for that raid cycle after they get a successful kill. Which means that in addition to being level 26, 27, 28, 29, you're also going to need 7 viable leaders in order to clear the whole raid. So that is a very steep mountain to climb, but also the rewards are totally bonkers. The first reward is going to be a level 20 boost slot. So when you put a mini into that boost slot in your army, then that mini is instantly leveled to level 20 natively, plus all the possible bonuses, so level 20 is the maximum native level that you can have. Boom. Instant army flexibility. Then you're going to get Legendary Tome and Legendary Core, and raids are supposed to be the main source of Legendary Cores, so if you want to get to those level 30 minis, then Legendary Cores, raids are the way to get there. There was also mentioned that you get Valor when you defeat raid bosses, and with Valor you can buy platinum slots. You can turn gold slots in your army upgrades into platinum slots. They didn't say what a platinum slot does, but let's say if platinum slot were to give another level, then that would mean that the maximum level in PvE for a mini would be 31. And that would mean that the maximum level in PvP would not be 10, you wouldn't be able to get that at 28, you would have to get all the way to 31 and you would get a level 11 mini for PvP. So, yeah, my biggest worry about Rumble is how Blizzard is going to monetize it. Because there's tons of grinding, there's tons of pay to win possibilities. I mean, it's a great game when you're playing through the campaign, you're playing through the heroic campaign, lots of fun challenges. When you get PvP games against equal level opponents, that's a ton of fun. I enjoy PvP in this game a lot. But the monetization model just might mean that PvP especially is going to be quite unbalanced, and raids can be really hard to get into. So we'll see how that goes eventually, of course, but those are the biggest concerns I have about Warcraft Rumble. Anyway, if you beat the entire raid, you beat Ragnar's, you get Ragnar's as a mini. Ragnar's is a leader that you can own yourself as well. So yeah, that was quite far into development. So yeah, they have really been working on these raids and it looks like tremendously fun content. The concern is how many players are actually able to access that. Other things that are coming in the near future is a new dungeon, Scholomance, with 3 of old Scholomance favorites, Chandy Sparrow, Rattlegore and Dark Master Gandling, with mechanics closely resembling to them in World of Warcraft, Chandy's with her illusions, Rattlegore with the undead swarms, and Dark Master Gandling with teleporting your stuff into different rooms where they have to fight against the enemies. And yeah, looked so fun. Also, as an old school WoW player, looked incredibly nostalgic. Like, this game is definitely playing also on that WoW player nostalgia feels, because there's so much great vanilla WoW stuff in this game. And there is also another new zone coming, which is Moonglade. Moonglade is going to include 5 missions. Like the other zones, it's going to come after Blackrock Mountain. Moonglade will be level 16 to 17 at normal and level 26 to 27 on heroic. So quite a challenging zone. Okay, so far campaign design, mission design in this game has been top-notch. I think that has been tremendously well done. So I have great expectations for Moonglade. Blizzard is also working to improve the PvP experience. They're going to change the modifiers in PvP a little bit, because in the future PvP is going to have a random map, not a set map for multiple weeks like it does now, and instead there's going to be a new tower modifier, which can, for example, make it so that captured towers turn into meeting stones, or if you destroy a tower it also damages the enemy base. So changing the strategy a little bit through that. Global leaderboards are in the works, they are coming at some point, and replays are coming as well, so you will be able to check out how the game went and maybe share those replays. It's gonna be awesome. Those are really some of the stepping stones that they need to take in order to make PvP potentially really competitive. But again, we come to the same question about monetization. Like, if there's no level PvP playing ground, then how can there be competitive PvP? Because I do enjoy PvP in this game a lot. I think PvP in this game is tremendously fun, tremendously skill testing, tremendously strategic, and potentially very unbalanced by your credit card. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And finally, more cosmetics are on the way. There's going to be tower cosmetics, there's going to be new emotes, there's going to be, for example, kobold miner skins for each family, so that you can represent Blackrock. And yeah, that was what's next for Warcraft Rumble. So quite a lot of stuff in the pipeline, quite a lot of things that looked very deep into development, like the raids, for example. And yeah, looks like there's going to be tons of really fun content, tons of improvements to the competitive side of the game. And the biggest worry remains the monetization of the game. I'll be keeping an eye on that. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.